The second proviso to Regulation 17, I think maybe.
Yes, in the explanation. In the explanation next to that.
Where is the Act, please? 2019 Act. There is an act called the National Medical Commission Act 2019. I had asked the library to provide that. Where is that? Forget this. 2019 Act, the National Medical Commission Act. Now, does this also take into account admissions made by the various states? Yes. Because with regard to counseling, there was a specific provision with regard to, after the designated authority was mentioned, there was a specific provision with regard to states.
Yes, my lords.
Has this been consolidated? What are the rules or regulations in that regard?
Regulation 15 says government appoint a designated authority for common counselling.
Mr. Shanti Bhushan, please guide your instructions in this regard.
Delhi regulation of
Appendix. Where is it? Please, another copy is required. Establish. Yes, please, my lord. My lord, your lordship was pleased to ask that, my lord, so far as note 2 of the regulation, that institute college was permitted after 31st May will not be considered for admission allotment of seats for the current academic year. Yes, please, my lord. Now, in this case, my lord, this has this been repealed? Lord, insofar as that, my lord, my learned friend. But before that, my lord, may make one submission. Your lordship could kindly see, my lord, this is judgment in the case of Ashish Ranjan versus Union of India. My lord, in this case, the cutoff date was 31st May 31st May. The entire counselling should be completed by 31st May as regard to the MCI regulations therein. Please, my lord. May I just this is the judgment, my lord, which stated that by 31st May, the entire process of counselling to be completed. My lord will get it at page 2, my lord. Or may I read the entire judgment, my lord? This is ongoing matter. Letter of permission by central government. The stage of processing. This deals with the establishment of medical college regulations. Come, Lord. If your lordship may kindly come to page 1, Mr. Gaur. I'll just read it out, my lord. Yes. Mr. Gaurav Sharma has filed a notification issued by the Medical Council of India with the previous sanction of the central government. The said notification reads as follows. In exercise of the power conferred by Section 10E, read with Section 33 of the Indian Medical Council Act, 1956, the Medical Council of India, with the previous sanction of the central government, hereby makes the following regulation to further amend establishment of medical college regulation at 1999. These regulations may be called as Establishment of Medical College Regulations 2015. They shall come into the force from the date of their publication in the official gazette. In Establishment of Medical College Regulation 1999, in schedule from receipt of the application for establishment of new colleges and processing of the application by the central government and the Medical Council of India, the following shall be substituted as under.
time schedule for receipt of application for establishment of new medical college, renewal of permission and processing of application by the central government and the Medical Council of India, the stage of processing, Lord, receipt of application by the central government by 15.
Shanti Bhushan, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, this also has now been replaced by another regulation of 2023.
Lord, my instructions are this, my Lord. Lord, every year, this is an ongoing matter in the Supreme Court. Every year, what has been followed, letter of permission to extend the seats, to increase the seats, we would get instructions, letter of permission from the NMC. Please, my Lord.
There are two things. Firstly, we have read the provision of section 17 of this regulation that was pointed out.
Please.
Now, the first query would be, the first stage would be, whether there are any separate set of regulations for state governments. Like in the yesterday or day before, you had just shown that amendment to the regulations that 5A and 5A2, 5A3 were added to the regulations existing, which define the right of the state government to carry on certain aspects of counselling.
Please.
So, is there any parallel provision existing in the new regulations of 2023 for the state government?
No.
Now, we will have to understand then the scope of this act and the regulation frame. Because that was that power under 5A3, that was given to the state government, that was a kind of delegation. That was a kind of delegation of the right that the central government has. So if there is no delegation, that doesn't seem to match with all that is going on.
Lord, with due respect, my Lord, that would go beyond the scope of the petition for the time being, my Lord.
No, we have to see under what right are they exercising this power then, sir. The amendment to 5A3, that gave them the power to actually carry on this process of counselling.
Please, my Lord, with regard to 85% of the...
If that provision goes, then what provision replaces it?
That, my Lord, my learned friend has to answer with the...
it is a central act, sir.
The Lordship may kindly come to, my Lord, the NMC, MCC... Lord, in that, my Lord, to answer that, my Lord, in compliance of the order of the Honorable Apex Court, while dated 23/3/2012, passed in IA number 16 of 2012, Lord, I don't have the copy, my Lord, but I'm reading from the website of the NCC. How does this,
which judgment are you reading, sir?
Lord,
the one that you passed on?
No, not that, my Lord. I'm just reading it, how the state and center does it, my Lord. Your Lordship posed me that, my Lord. Kindly see, my Lord. I'll get the judgment in quite a minute, my Lord. Please, I'll just read it out, my Lord. In compliance of the order of the Honorable Supreme Court of India in 23-3-2012 passed in IA number 2016 of 2012, in civil appeal number 1994 of 1993, Anand S. Guji versus State of Kerala and others, while order dated 9/5/2017 passed in writ petition C. Dar was Education Trust and MCI, and Director of General Health Service, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has been entrusted with the responsibility to hold online counselling of 15% to All India quota seats for UG course, 50% All India seats for PG course, and 100% of seats in this super specialty course as various gazette notification of NNC, various court order and notification. By virtue of this, my lord, what is this? My lord, this is the order of the apex court in my lord, in the case of Anand S. Guji versus State of Kerala and others, my lord. Year is 2017, order dated 9/5/2017, passed in writ.
Now we are talking about these new regulations of 2023.
Please, my lord.
Now there is a paradigm shift in everything. No, sir, it is the regulation that makes this distinction, or something framed under the Act, some other rule framed under the Act. Para? Page? Yes. You are right, sir. All right. Sir, we would be happy to do that. But show us something. Under which provision is it being done? With these 2023 regulations being there. After this third round, after the increased seats along with the third round seats, what the NNC does after the counseling, NNC after this
same matter and say that see we have done this kindly approach. This is what is being followed in the case of Pakistan budget.
Sir, we wish we had Article 142 with us.
I think that is the part of your honest. But my discussion is this that every year after the increase of seats, after the counseling is done, is the either the NMC course or in other cases there are defined course. In the case where the college is not in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
Are you suggesting that we should assist you? Today the order can be passed. I think it may be better if you are put to some trouble rather than the poor petitioners. Because we don't know which way. We don't at all question your submissions, Mr. Santi Bhushan. We appreciate it. But the thing remains under which provision? Which provision of law is this happening? This gamut of intricacies of counseling, of state counseling, central counseling. What is going on? As it is, I am reminded of something that किसी को नहीं है किसी का पता. Yes, sir. There is no Medical Council of India now, sir. It's gone, it's over. Now it is the National Medical Commission. Yes, please. Take down. The instant group of petitions has been engaging the attention of the court. Which concerns the allotment of seats of medical/dental/Ayush courses within the state of Karnataka pertaining to UG NEET-2025, the process of counseling of which, is being undertaken by the Karnataka Examination Authority, in bracket KEA. Full stop. The petitioners before us are candidates who seek to participate in the third round of counseling. Full stop. It has been contended by learned counsel appearing for the petitioners that due to the induction of 443 seats, new seats, in 9 government medical colleges, government and private medical colleges, which have been released from time to time, the seat matrix is being repeatedly altered, and the numerous notifications being uploaded on the KEA website is causing enormous consternation to every candidate, their families, and it has been a very difficult process to keep up with the changes that are taking place due to the fresh seat matrix being generated. Full stop. Several allegations have been made by the petitioners regarding persons lower in merit being granted better seats. Full stop. Learned counsel have sought to demonstrate from the list, from the consolidate list, and from the list of selected candidates for the 443 new seats, both published on 24/10/2025. That the results are confounding to the candidates. Full stop. Various instances were sought to be placed before this court. Full stop. Paragraph. Several responses have been filed by the KEA from time to time trying to explain the process adopted by them in view of the unfolding situation arising out of the change in seat matrix. Full stop. We queried the counsel for the KEA to demonstrate colon dash below A under what authority under which authority only the candidates who had participated in the first and second round of seat allotment were made eligible to make online applications for the third round qua the 443 seats. Full stop. Learned Counsel has pointed out the rules, 2006 rules. Was one of the blue folders. Just give these blue folders, let me see. That the Karnataka selection of candidates for admission to government seats in professional education institutions rules 2006 is applicable. And the exercise was undertaken by them in purported compliance of the rules. Full stop. Para B. Just we wrote A at the top, then it will be B. We also asked the Learned Counsel to demonstrate that under which provision of law, fresh registrations for the third round of counseling was permitted. Full stop. The Learned the Learned Counsel for the KEA has fairly submitted that the rules have not kept up, that the rules do not provide for such an eventuality. But given the situation arising out of the additional seats being created, the KEA was left with no option but to formulate a procedure for allotment of seats. Full stop. The para. The learned Shri B. Shanti Bhushan, the learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, was requested by the court, who appears for the Medical Counselling Committee. Sorry, I am so sorry. Shri H. Shanti Bhushan. Who appears for Medical Counselling Committee was requested to obtain instructions Full stop. Yes. These were given. One page was there. Another, this blue folder, please give this. What is this? What's the paragraph? Sub-paragraph. He has produced a gazette notification dated 27/6/2017. 20. A gazette notification dated 23 June 2017, in which clauses 5A2 and 5A3 of the open inverted commas regulation on graduate medical education amendment, 2017, inverted comma close. What is the sentence? Have been substituted. Full stop. Full stop. Clause 5A2. It is stated, comma, would provide for that the counseling for the 15% all India quota seats of the contributing states and all MBBS seats of medical educational institutions of the central government, universities and deemed universities, the Directorate General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India would be the designated authority. Full stop. Clause 5A3, as substituted, provides that the counseling for admission to MBBS course in a state/union territory, including medical educational institutions established by the state government, university established by an act of state, union territory legislature, trust, society, minority institutions, municipal bodies or a company shall be conducted by the state/union territory government. Full stop. It is sought to be, no, he would state that it is under the provision of clause 5A3 that the state government is exercising is undertaking the process of counseling. given the fact that the admitted case of the KEA is that part of that several candidates who had freshly registered for seat allotment in the third round were made pursuant to notifications uploaded by the KEA on its website, comma, without there being any statutory sanction, comma. We called upon the learned counsel appearing for the, I have to get used to it, the National Medical Commission to obtain instructions in the matter. Full stop. Paragraph. The learned counsel, on the basis of instructions, have stated that pursuant to the enactment of the National Medical Commission Act 2019, which repealed the Medical Council of India Act 1957 or 57, comma. In exercise of powers under subsection 1 of section 24 and several subsections and several clauses of subsection 2 of section 57 of the National Medical Commission Act, 2019, the Graduate Medical Education Regulations, 2023 have been framed. It is stated that in effect, the aforesaid regulations of 2023, aforesaid GMER regulations, have substituted the aforesaid regulations of 1997. Full stop. We find from perusal of this, of section 17 of this regulation, please cut out this sentence. Section 17 of this regulation reads as under. Please quote it. This can be quoted. We asked the counsel for the parties, the counsel for the respondents, to show any provision pari materia to the provision of section 5, regulation 5A in bracket 3 of the regulations of 1997, by which the counseling for admission courses, the admission to MBBS courses in state/union territories have been delegated to be conducted by the state/union territory government, they have expressed their, they have stated that they will need to seek proper instructions in this regard. Medical MCI Act. Medical, it is mentioned. Medical Council of India Act. It will be 1956. Full stop. Under the aforesaid facts and circumstances and the law as it stands, comma, it is imperative that given the timelines provided in the process of seat allotment, comma, that the respondents, that each of the respondents demonstrate convincingly before this court as to A, the authority of law under which the process of counseling is being conducted. B, Mr. Shanti Bhushan, can we indicate what you said about the Supreme? No, that will not be proper. All right. No, that will not be proper. B, that the process of seat allotment has sanction of any law or any judgment oblique order of the Supreme Court of India. Full stop. At this stage, the learned counsel for the respondents request an adjournment. Full stop. Please. And I'm sorry, Mr. Counsel, your good name. You will please see whatever assistance that you may require in this case. All right, it is available with you. I don't know whether the MCI will call for a counsel to come and assist the court. We don't know what may happen. But and Madam Counsel, you may also please look into the matter. You may address the court. Anybody else may address the court. But please, we require assistance of each one of you. This matter is of critical importance. It concerns us. After all, if we delay, their selection, who knows, we may fall under their scalpel one day. So please look into it. When do you want it, please? Please tell me a date. Tuesday. Please, I will request each of you to please look into it. We are handicapped. We are feeling handicapped. We need assistance. At least we pass this order. At least this order, let it be there. You see? As prayed by the counsel for the respondents, lists this matter on 11 November at 2:30 p.m.
MCC is going on with this counseling process, and some students have.
It is informed by the learned counsel for the respondents that counseling / seat allotment process is going on. That the MCC is going ahead with the seat allotment process, the third round seat allotment process. Full stop. What about you?
We have stalled the whole thing for the time being because of this.
And the seat allotment process has been kept in abeyance by the KEA in view of the interim order passed by this court. Full stop. Learned counsel for the respective parties are therefore urged to come prepared with all facets of the case, taking into account the gravity of the situation, and address the court comprehensively on the next date fixed. Interim order earlier granted me. What do you say, MCI? NMC.
Let it be on 12th, Milords. 12th, if it is okay, Milords. And all those copies which are not being served, Milords, they may be asked to serve a copy if there is any other matter, because only one matter I have been served with the copy. If there is any other matter where I am MCI party, NMC, Milords, let them serve it today itself, Milords. I will also let them serve.
Acha, on 12th?
Yes.
On 12 November.
My lords, one submission, my lord.
2:30. And the counsel for the petitioners, I passed this order now. This order is out. Make use of it if you want to.
They can't make use of the order.
I mean, everybody knows what I'm indicating. But it will be good if they make use of it, because we are finding ourselves because we need better assistance from all of you actually. That is the thing.
The entire allotment is a maze because there are no proper guidelines.
We have
Everything is changed.
expressed it to the best we could, so that is there.
Every year, every 15 days, one notification. The students are glued to the every year.
Sorry? That will be a new jurisprudence, sir. Interim order is extended to the next date.
My lord, on submission, my lord. My lord, IE 2 of 25 in serial number 4, my lord.
Mr. Ramesh, there is a matter at serial number 11. I don't know who's the learned counsel appearing. That is also concerning this. The learned counsel for the MCI, this name. MCI. That is in the first case. The counsel is appearing for the National Medical Commission. Please take it. That will be responded as counsel for. You are appearing in writ number 31934. 31934.
And 32510.
Yes, when the matter is next listed, the name of Mr. Shori will be reflected in the cause list as counsel for respondent number 3.
In two petitions, ma'am.
In two petitions. All right, please give that number also.
Please.
My lord, serial number 4, my lord. IA 2 of 25 may be considered, my lord.
Yes, serial number 4.
4, IA 2
My
of
lord,
25, my lord. Madam, I have filed the impleading application, my lord.
All right, impleading applications, they are not going away anywhere.
No, my lord.
They are not going away.
May I make a
May be
submission
considered,
in
my
this
lord.
regard? In my petition, some other advocate with some other student comes and files an application to implead me. It's nowhere maintainable. If anything, let them file a fresh petition, but they cannot piggyback
It's just on record. We are not passing any order. Don't get agitated with these small things. Let it happen as they develop. Once it is taken up, then we may see something. That this can be given, regulation 17 is to be quoted. I don't know, the learned counsel is not here.